G-May.
Hey.
So we're still talking about campus life, and what is the best party that you've been to, like you just shut it down with, you know, your lyrics?
A party?
Yeah, a party.
And I perform?
During like Prairie View's campus, as far as like the campus life and stuff.
What party? Let me see. We had our own couple parties. I actually threw parties since I've been here. Let me see. I love college, maybe. I think we kind of did our thing up there. Oh, you know what? No, take that back. We had an opening for Young Nation. Young Nation was coming through and they was performing, and we was like the opening act for them. We shut it down.
Okay.
We shut it down. It was amazing. We had people jumping out the seats. Everybody was turned up. And, you know, just having fun, because that's what it's about, man. Y'all got to know how to have fun, put the BS to the side, and just turn the place up. Put it in their face, like Pimp C say. You know what I'm saying?
So how big is your crew?
My crew. I'm actually, as far as, like, running things, you know, and idealistic everything is pretty much me. Like, back in the Gap, it was a bigger entourage. We kind of like shorten things up, you know, people change and, you know, different things like that. But shout out to them, because everybody, I want the best for everybody, you know. But it's just me. I have a couple people, you know, that help out with the team, help support. And I call them supporters because fans, you know, they leave. Fans are like you for a minute when you're hot and they burn out. So I got real life supporters that I appreciate, that contribute to what I got going. Investors with my clothes, different things like that. And that's really it. But everything, like operation-wise, is me. From the designs to the shirts, from the music, you hear the sound, the taste, the flavor, all that's me. So.
You say you have a clothing line, right?
Right.
Can you go ahead and give us details about that, and like how can you promote that on campus for people to get involved with that?
Sure, okay. The name of the clothing line is OK Bit. It's a movement and an agreement, you know what I'm saying? We ultimately want you to agree with yourself, your inner you, your swag and all that, and just be yourself, man. When you tell somebody OK Bit, you agreeing, you know? It was something catchy enough to run with, and we just made it happen. So once I decided to do that, I'm like, we making this a movement. We gonna need some shirts, man. I got like 60 shirts. I asked a couple chicks, and I'm like, what you think if I, you know, came out with this? And this was back in high school. It was like, just give it a shot or whatever. Came out with the 60 shirts, sold out in like a day and a half. So like 2 days, I was done, like gone. Full price and everything. And it was crazy because I was like, this means it actually stands for something, you know? So since I've been on campus, I've done different things, you know, to kind of contribute to what everybody else has going. I did the NABJ shirts, you know, the journalism shirts or whatever, and they pretty dope. What else? I also do like annual stuff to kind of keep people involved. Like in October, you know, this breast cancer month, we do something called Keeping OK Breast. So it's kind of like OK Bit, but it's Keeping OK Breast, because we're supporting the cause and everything. We give a certain percentage, you know, back to the cancer foundation and everything, and, you know, just give back and show love, because like I said, that's what it's about. So
not only are you, so you said that you're not really productive, but it turns out that you really are productive as a Panther, you know, not only on campus for Prairie View, but also off campus as well. You know, you're doing a lot of community service.
Correct.
Not only just, you know, through your clothing line, but as far as like, you know, your lyrics too, because it spreads a message to like a lot of people.
Correct.
So what is some type of legacy that you want to leave behind for Prairie View?
For Prairie View, I just want to impact, man. I just want people to see, like I said, ultimately be you, like strive, you know what I'm saying? I don't have much, never really had much. Everything I got on my own is me, you know? So I just want people to be them, man, and just do what you got to do to take you to the next step, you know what I'm saying? That's all it's about, man. Don't worry about a hater.
What about your most memorable moment?
At Prairie View?
Yeah, or moments.
Ooh, my most memorable moments. I mean, they all gonna come from freshman year. When you're a freshman, you're a plum fold. So I mean, most of them will probably be freshman year. You know, us doing crazy stuff to have fun out here.
It's like the craziest moment on campus.
The craziest moment on campus. Oh, the porn girl situation. That's hands down. Like I didn't think nobody in life would do nothing like that. Like, excuse me for mentioning if I did, but like that was crazy. I seen that coming out of nowhere.
So why didn't you help her?
She didn't want nobody to help her, man. I couldn't do it. Hey, look, I'm not helping no naked. Hey, and she was running around. She was looking like a, man, I'm like, wait, what's going on? Like a track star out there. This guy actually tried to grab her and was like, you wrong, you tripping. She boom, boom. I'm like, wow. So she actually knows what she's doing and she doesn't care because she just stole off on the guy trying to help her. So it was wild. It was wild.
Wow. Okay. So with a lot of crazy situations, we attend an HBCU.
Right.
So all the, you know, the tragedies that's been going on, you know, within the past couple of, what is it, 3-4 years or so? Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, Mike Brown, and who else? Martise Johnson. I don't know if you heard of him.
Yeah.
He was, you know, thrown out of a bar because he used the fake ID. So what is your, you know, your opinions? Like, how is that affecting you as a young black man? Every time I turn on the TV or every time I see the news, there's another black man getting killed. Man,
I mean, it's hectic out here, man. There's really no love for nobody. I look at it like it's a dog-eat-dog world. It's been one, you know. Now everything is just revolutionized. I'm sorry. You know, everything's kind of coming back around because they've been dogging us. You know, from the Rodney Kings to the, they've been doing it. Now you getting it on tape. Now you getting it on social media where somebody record on their phone and you see a guy run away from police. He getting shot 5 times in the back, you know? So, I mean, it's real crazy, man. And I just want us as people to be able to stick together and push forward for the better because a lot of people, you know, I mean, even in the music, that's why with the music thing, man, like that black on black crime stuff, that ain't never been cool to me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so that's not something that you promote in your music?
I mean, and don't get me wrong, I have. As being young and, you know, looking up to people talking about all this, it didn't used to be that bad. I used to battle rap. I used to look at battle raps all day and, you know, somebody might be like, cut your head off and throw it in, but you know, it's just wordplay. You actually focused on the wordplay more than the actual actions. Now people taking it into action. If you say I'm in love with the cocoa, I'm finna go get some coke. I'm finna do what I need to do, just like the song say. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't really
so is that something that you're really just, you know, waiting for and looking forward to your own community to do, to stop, you know, the bad stereotypes within the black community? Yeah,
and that's like I said, that's why I mess with J. Cole, bro, because he's doing that. I mean, he can't do it by himself. He gonna keep doing it by himself if he got to. But that's what I'm saying. More artists like him need to, you know, come out and say the real and let these people know, man.
He's it's like the only rapper that actually went to Ferguson to protest. And
that was crazy.
And voice his opinion.
That was crazy. When I seen he actually went there ASAP. Like, didn't waste no time. Like, yeah, that's crazy, bro. And that's what it's about, man. I look up to that, man. It's all due respect to J. Cole, real talk.
Okay. Because, you know, if you look at it, you know, it could have been you. You know, it could have been one of your friends. It could have been a brother or an uncle or anything. And I think that, you know, black lives really do matter. You know, and I think that a lot of the students on campus should really just go ahead and take action and, you know, stand on their word. This is why your vote counts, people. You know, you have to voice your opinion. If you don't vote, you don't get no voice, you know. So, you know, what is some type of advice you can give Prairie View students as an HBCU to come together and just evolve?
Stop the hate, man. Off top, stop the hate, because that's where it starts. You know, you got somebody talking mess behind somebody's back, or, you know, just little petty things, which is all hate. You know what I'm saying? Keep that out your heart. Keep the hate out your heart, the love in your eyes, man, and just pursue. Keep forward, man. Everybody needs to work together. If you're a comm major, if you're a nurse major, help your sister out, man. AKA's Delta, it don't matter what you are, man. Be one, so we all can be one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. As an example, let's say that you know, you had a class with a white person or whatever, and you're grouped together with him, and you notice that within the group process or whatever, there's a little bit of a tension, and you ask the guy what's going on or whatever, and he says, I don't like to work with niggers. How would you feel about that? You know, with all this crazy thing that's going on. I don't know if you heard about the Oklahoma incident with the fraternity. They got caught.
Yeah, I seen that. That was crazy. I'm like, wow. And that just go to show you, like, people's head on is so wrong. You know, I feel like we passed that stage. A white boy called me a nigger, man. It's offensive. It's offensive, very offensive. But I know how to handle situations like that. You know, I probably wouldn't just beat him up on spot, especially if we at school or something like that. There's other ways to take care of that. But I know deep down inside, you know, who I am and what I really stand for. So stuff like that wouldn't bother me. They was doing that to Jesus, throwing rocks and everything at Jesus, man. So that's all good.
So as far as like, because even though we attend an HBCU, we don't really see a lot of, you know, people of their minority. Like,
well, it's funny. I actually went to high school, you know. I told you I graduated from Manville, and Manville is like Manville is the country. It's predominantly white. It's down the street from Alvin, all that kind of stuff. And when I first went there, I was like, this is going to be a little awkward, you know, because I went to middle school in the hood. So I'm like, how do you transition, you know, that fast? But my personality, man, it's just the way I am with people. It doesn't matter who you are, you know what I'm saying? From Indian, white, black, it's just crazy. Like, I interact with people so good. So even if the guy in the group, before it was some tension or whatever like that, I'm pretty sure like we'll be able to work just because, man, it doesn't matter who you are, I'm gonna show you love. So that's what it's about, respect. So
at the same time, you went from, you know, an all-black culture to actually, you know, becoming well-rounded within, to a point like you're involved with pretty much everyone and everything.
Everyone and everything.
So that's pretty much, you know, a really good thing, because like for people to actually experience those type of things, you actually have way much more of an open mindset.
Correct.
Do you think that Prairie View should just really entice whites and Asians and people that's not of African American descent to like really come to Prairie View, even though it is an HBCU?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's a pretty good school, and me being from Houston is down the way. Now I could have went to any other school in Texas. I could have went to another school outside of state, but you know, with it being right here as well, it's easy access. The class is pretty much easy. You know, I think it's a good look for any and everybody who want to graduate from an HBCU. Long as you draw the right students, you know, now that they raise the GPA and like the cost to come to school and everything like that, I think it'll attract more of the right people to kind of enroll in here, you know, see that it's actually a great school.
So what is one of your most new, current, upcoming projects that you have coming up?
Let me see. I'm doing this Mo City Got Next too. This is actually from my hood, you know, I'm from Mo City.
Okay.
I did the first one, I threw it on Spinrilla. It did crazy numbers, you know. I got so much love and respect off of it because people was like, not only does he rap and stuff like that, but he put a project together with so many other artists to give them an opportunity to push forward, you know. So part 2 coming sooner than later. All inquiries at G-MayneDaWreck@gmail.com, just in case you want to, you know, get on that. And other than that, few surprises.
Okay.
That's all I can really say, a few surprises.
Okay, all right. Well, there you have it. G-Mayne in effect. Tatiana, aka B Moss, and out.
Okay, bet. Woo.
G-Mayne.
Okay, I'm back like I never left, but I'm taking better steps. Walk inside the gym, I'm buying everything except the ref. Niggas out here slacking, so I guess they need some extra help. But I'm holding fine, so shout out to my Gucci leather belt. I'm crashing. All I do is crash it. Better hope they pull up to the scene with a crash kit. Every beat I'm killing, I stacked up a couple caskets. Walk inside the party, snatch your without asking. I like my swishers like I like my tank.